The trailer for Wednesday Season 2 has just been released, and it revealed many important details. We have the epic return of several beloved characters, but we can also see new characters like Grandma Addams. That's why today on Charlietales, we will do a scene-by-scene trailer analysis, and I will tell you all the details you need to know about Wednesday Season 2. Ready? Let's begin. The trailer begins with Wednesday at an airport, where security members ask her to remove her metal objects. The funny part is that they don't pay any attention to the 100 dangerous weapons Wednesday pulls out from her clothes, but they get upset when they see a bottle of sunscreen. This is a joke about the fact that on a plane, you can't bring certain liquids or creams. Wednesday scolds Thing for bringing sunscreen without her permission. The scene is just a comic moment that shows us Wednesday is back. We see Pugsley shooting an electric ray from his hands. This is new, because in the first season, we never saw that Pugsley had this power. In Addams Family mythology, Uncle Fester does have a connection with electricity, and in the previous season, he used powers derived from it. Somehow Pugsley inherited these powers, or was taught them by his uncle. The Addams Family appears at Nevermore Academy. The interesting thing is that Pugsley has grown a lot. I think he will enter the school along with his sister. I say this because in later scenes, we can see him wandering around the place. It would be very interesting to see Pugsley as part of the school, since his new electric powers would be a great help to Wednesday. Wednesday reunites with her friend Enid, who is still as cheerful as ever. She also has a new hairstyle that's more colorful than before. Wednesday is surprised because Enid has brought a bunch of students into the room. That's why we see so much commotion in the background. This makes me think that Enid will be the captain of a school club, or something like that. The trailer shows us how someone is attacked by something unknown. A humanoid figure jumps on this person and bites their head. Once again, the season will show homicides in town, and Wednesday will have to identify the culprit. Wednesday is captured by some living dolls. Most likely these dolls will be a tool of the new villain. In the previous point, I already told you that someone was attacked by something that jumped onto their head. Most likely one of these dolls was the attacker. Of course, Wednesday will manage to escape and overcome the dolls. But the real question is who is behind all of this? The dolls will have relevance this season. That's why we have this scene where Wednesday gives one to Enid. Most likely Wednesday gave this gift before learning that the dolls come to life. This doll will be extremely dangerous when it wakes up and begins to attack, but I'll talk to you more about that later. We see some bees attacking, and Wednesday walks out completely unharmed. Most likely at some point in the story, Wednesday will release these bees to attack other students. If we look to the right, we see a student squirming from the stings. This is nothing new, since in the first season, episode 1 showed Wednesday using piranhas to attack her classmates. In this image, we can see the 100% confirmed return of Tyler. In the last season, he ended up arrested for having committed several homicides. Remember that Tyler has the power to transform into a Hyde, the creature from the story of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. That's why they keep him locked up in chains. Wednesday will have a confrontation with Tyler in his monster form. This scene makes it clear that Tyler managed to escape from prison, but I'm sure he won't attack Wednesday. I have the theory that Tyler will become an ally. Remember that in the last season, he committed crimes because he was manipulated by Professor Thornhill, so the story could be setting the stage for his redemption. A tomb with the last name Addams appears. They don't show us the name of the deceased, but we know it's a very old ancestor, because the tomb looks aged. We hear a voice that says, "All families keep secrets, and those secrets can bring deadly consequences." The trailer is telling us that there is an ancestor of the Addams family who will be very relevant this season. We see a woman dressed in black. She is Grandma Addams, and she will be played by actress Joanna Lumley. Grandma Addams is a witch. In previous adaptations, she has been shown creating magic potions and using a crystal ball to see the future. With this context, we can expect this new version of the grandmother to be similar. Also, she will be very relevant for understanding the family's past. Here we have actor Steve Buscemi, who will play the new school principal. Let's remember that in the previous season, the principal died, so the position was left vacant. The name of the new principal is Barry Dort. There isn't much context in the trailer, but thanks to production photos, we can see that he will be a very cheerful and energetic character. Wednesday's mother is reading a newspaper with concern. In it, we can see a kind of prophecy with a girl crying blood. Around it, the phrase "black tears" is written many times. But what does this mean? The previous newspaper connects with this scene in which Wednesday has black tears on her face. They don't give us much context, but we understand that Wednesday will once again be the protagonist of a prophecy from the past. In the previous season, Wednesday was linked with a very old ancestor named Goody Adams. This girl helped Wednesday in the season finale. In season 2, something similar will happen involving the family's past. There is an unknown Adams who will affect Wednesday's future. The iconic Uncle Fester appears on screen, one of the most beloved characters in the series. He is bathing with some rubber duckies. I think the show will try to recreate the iconic scene of Uncle Fester electrocuting himself in a bathtub. We saw this in the 1993 movie. Uncle Fester was electrocuted by his evil wife, but survived due to his known electrical powers. Here Bianca appears on screen, who is an important character in the first season. Bianca is a siren and has the power to persuade people. In the previous season, she was Wednesday's rival, but in the end, she collaborated with her to defeat the villain Joseph Crackstone. Bianca ended up being Wednesday's ally, so surely in this new season, she will continue being an ally against the new revealed rival. This last image is very interesting. In it, we can see Wednesday talking to her mother, but the most important thing is that behind her, someone is locked up. I'm sure it's Enid. I recognize her by her hair. We don't know the context, but I think Enid will be accused of a crime she didn't commit. Let's remember that Enid is a werewolf, so she has a pretty strong power. This will cause her to be the prime suspect in the murders. If you ask me, it's most likely that the crime was committed by the doll that Wednesday gave to Enid. In the same trailer, they already showed us how the dolls will come to life at some point in the season. So I believe Enid's doll will be controlled by someone to cause an attack and thus frame her for murder. Many will wonder why the character of Xavier, who was Wednesday's romantic interest in the previous season, doesn't appear. To summarize the matter, actor Percy Hines White was involved in a pretty big controversy. He was accused of harassment and other quite serious crimes. The actor was cancelled on social media and therefore was removed from the second season of Wednesday. Netflix will completely avoid being associated with the actor, so his character will surely not be mentioned at all. With this context, it's likely that Wednesday will have a new love interest this season, or they could bring Tyler back as a relevant love interest. To finish, the trailer confirms that season 2 of Wednesday will have 8 episodes. The first 4 will premiere on August 6th of this year, and the others will be released on September 3rd. That's right, the season will be split into 2 parts. This may disappoint many, but if anything changes, I'll keep you informed. That's all for today. If you liked the video, you'd really help me out by leaving a like. That would be legendary. Also, remember to subscribe to see more videos like this. Thanks for listening. My name is Charlie, and I'll see you in the future.